I was disappointed by the Super Bowl ads. I mean, not really surprised, but pretty darn disappointed. The Super Bowl ads were basically convincing us to drink and eat disease-creating junk, followed by drug companies selling weight loss injectables to combat the same diseases. These companies were engaging in the same profit-driven practices. First, big food sells the problem, then big pharma sells solutions that really aren't at the best interest of us, of its consumers. Either way, we're food addicted or drug addicted, and they get the profit. I want to watch this commercial with you and share some thoughts, and I want to get your thoughts in the comments below.
Obesity is America's deadliest epidemic. 74% of us are overweight, and obesity leads to 500,000 deaths each year.
Why, you just have to stop eating, Jimmy.
Something's broken, and it's not our body. It's the system. Welcome to Weight Loss in America.
Like and subscribe.
A $160 billion industry that feeds on our failure. There are medications that work, but they're priced for profits, not patients. This system wasn't built to help us. It was built to keep us sick and stuck. But not anymore. Hims & Hers offers life-changing weight loss medication. They're affordable, doctor-trusted, and formulated in the USA. You get a treatment plan designed by a doctor to fit your body, goals, and lifestyle. You deserve to feel great in your body. This is the future of healthcare. This is Hims & Hers. Join us in the fight for a healthier America.
So there's a few points that I agree with on this commercial. Obesity is a huge issue. 75% of us actually are struggling with being overweight. 45% are struggling with obesity in the US. 500,000 deaths a year coming from obesity, which is just terrible. And there's no reason why we should be dying from this. And $160 billion spent on the industry. And it's only going to climb with the introduction of all of these semaglutide, Ozempic, Mounjaro drugs are so expensive, primarily in the US actually. That's only going to significantly increase in time. I just feel like it's pretty darn hypocritical saying that it's an industry's fault, like big food, right? That we are in this situation in the first place. And then it goes forward to say, well, you can't really do this on your own. You need to depend on another really big industry to get the weight back off. So no matter what, we're not empowered to be able to create change on our own. And now we're addicted to another industry that's profiting. This company has like a non-FDA medication, so we don't even know if it's safe. And truly, we don't really know if Ozempic's safe from a long-term perspective at the dosages that they're providing us. There's been many more ads and notices coming out, articles and headlines and research showing that this sudden onset blindness is a real thing. So here someone takes this drug because they feel disempowered to be able to do it on their own. Like, we need these medications to be able to create change. They drop on average 15% of their body weight, which doesn't create enough dramatic change, metabolically speaking, to keep the weight off for good. Basically, they're demonizing one industry to promote the other so that we're just changing where we're spending our money. We were giving our money to big food and all this junk food, and now instead it's just swung to big pharma instead. And then big pharma, probably big food, subsidize these medications. They just keep pushing money from one direction to another. It's like a cup game, but they end up with all the profits without our best interest at heart. Now, I'm not saying that these drugs don't have a place. I know I'm biased because I see every day people drop massive weight naturally. No medications. I mean, they drop 40, 50, 60, 100, 180 plus pounds with PhD weight loss. No medications, no side effects, and they lose the appetite, the hunger, the cravings naturally. I've found that most people go for these drugs to get rid of appetite. And I feel like they do this because they don't know that there is a natural way to be able to combat the same symptoms. There's such significant risk. There's a 900% risk of pancreatitis. There's a 450% increased risk of bowel obstruction. And this new onset sudden blindness situation is really scary. To drop 15% of their body weight only to gain back 2/3 of it within a year of quitting the drugs. And the majority majority of people quit within 2 years because they either can't handle the price or the way that they feel. They just feel so crappy. Lower energy, flu-like, nausea, diarrhea. It slows your gut motility. It slows the rate at which your gut moves. And so for a lot of people, they're not having regular bowel movements. And that's actually really important because through your bowel movement, you detoxify yourself. So now you're dropping this weight, you're collapsing these fat cells, which have a lot of toxins in them. And where does the toxin go? You have to release the toxin through your bowels. So that's an issue. It messes with the brain. For a lot of people seeing increased risk of depression, it plays with the memory areas of the brain. I don't know. My spidey sense says no. When I see a commercial like this, I don't know. It just seems so profit driven to me. You can do this without needing to be dependent on a drug for life. You really can. And I see this every day. So I just want you to have hope. If you are struggling with weight gain and you feel like taking a medication is not the route that you want to go. And so if this is the case for you, then I just want you to know that you have found a home. And this is a channel where you can get all of the resources you need to help guide you in that direction. So I just hope that you feel a sense of community, even if you are on these drugs or you have been on these drugs and you want to get off of them, or they didn't help you in the way that you expected, or you're really nervous as to what's going to happen next and you want to get off and support your muscle mass and maintain a weight loss and maybe drop some more weight and do it in a natural way. This is the place for you. So just check out this channel, check out the resources. I have a really great video that you should check out here, how to drop 20 pounds on your own. If there are any topics that you think would help you achieve your ultimate goals, drop in the comments below. I read these and I will do some videos on them to help you. So I'm here for you no matter where you are in your weight loss journey, no matter what route you decide to go. I want to be a resource for you. So please give me feedback and I can't wait to see you on the next video.